Alright, this is Vegeta8259 again, and today I'm going to be doing a review of Master Grade Hyaku Shiki with Ballute system. Alright, first off, this is not the original Hyaku Shiki. The first version came out in 2001 or 2002, I think, and all the yellow parts you see here were completely gold plated in that version, which looks really nice, but for anyone who wanted to paint their Hyaku Shiki, it posed a pretty big problem because painting on chrome-plated parts is really difficult. So with that in mind, I got the Ballute version, which is just comes in yellow plastic, and it comes with extra accessories, which I'll show you later. About this yellow plastic, it's not just yellow, it's really, really glossy. I think it's that high gloss finish they use on some of those special edition high-grade Universal Century kits. So let's get into them. For colors, he's got yellow, obviously. He's got a dark red. It's not the bright red that you usually see with Gundam kits. It's almost a burgundy. He's got a dark blue for his chest. It's almost black. And then he's got a dark gray for the internal stuff and the thrusters and the hands and all that stuff. Stickers, I believe he only has 3 stickers on him. The black parts for the eyes, that's clear plastic, but it comes with a black sticker to cover it up. Green sticker for the forehead camera, and then green sticker for the camera on the back. He comes with decals, but I haven't applied them yet because I haven't painted them yet. Alright, articulation. He goes 360 at the shoulder. The shoulder joint can move forward and back a little bit. I think there's a ball joint. Or maybe, no, it's just a polycap on a hinge that lets it go forward and back. This little flap here on the inside of the shoulder armor moves. His arm can go about that far. Rotates. He's got double jointed elbows, but it can only go about that far. Still pretty nice though. He's got a ball joint wrist, and his hands are kind of unique. I'll take them off and show them to you. He's got this big yellow piece that covers up his hands and part of his thumb. But when you take that away, his hands are just 2 pieces, and all of his fingers are 1 piece, the rest of the hand is another piece, and there's a hinge there. So it can just open up like that. And he comes with 2 sets of hands. These are the normal hands, and these got a pair of hands for holding his guns and beam sabers and things. Let's see, that does it for the arms. He's got, yeah, you can go 360 at the waist. These wings on the back, I don't know if you'd actually call them wings, they're more like spoilers, I guess. They are on a ball joint connected to the backpack so they can move like that, and then they go up and down like so. The skirt armor, the front skirts are on a ball joint, they move. The side skirts go up and down. The back skirts go up and down, and he's got these old clips on the back skirts where he holds his beam sabers. You just open it up and pull it out. Kind of odd looking beam sabers, I think. Almost looks like a golf tee. I forgot to mention he does have a opening cockpit hatch. These little yellow parts right here, you have to move those out, and then it's kind of hard to get open, but the cockpit does open. And then you just close it back and push the yellow thingies back in. Alright, now for the legs. They don't go out very far, only about like that. They go forward quite a bit. They go backward just as far as the back skirts will let them. The knees are double jointed, and they go almost a full, almost bend all the way. The ankles, he's got a double jointed ankle. There's a joint right here, and then there's a joint down in the foot. So this joint can go forward and back, and it works this little piston right here. You can probably see that moving. And then he's got a joint down in the ankle that lets him go side to side, front and back. Can rotate about that far. And I think that's about it for Hyaku Shiki. One thing I will comment on is Bandai really went out of their way to make the parts fit on this kit really, really nice. Because, as I told you earlier, the original version was gold-plated. So, what Bandai did is they made most of the parts fit together where there are no seam lines. I think the only seam lines on this kit are right here on the forearm, and then the two halves of the wing pieces here. I think those are the only seam lines on the entire kit. Everything else is hidden up, or the seam lines are concealed within panel lines, like right here. Because on the original gold-plated kit, it would have looked really, really bad if it had, like, where you cut the parts off of the trees, those little cut marks, where the gold plating would just be gone, and you have little silver specks all over your Hyaku Shiki. It just looked really bad, so they did a pretty ingenious way of hiding that. Alright, he does come with a beam rifle. Pretty unremarkable, but pretty nice looking. The magazine does come out, and it's got a little clip here that comes up so you can hook it onto his backpack. He comes with his clay bazooka. The little clip is there, but it doesn't move on this one. And the magazine comes out, and that's about it for clay bazooka. He comes with yellow beam sabers. And now on to what separates him from the original Hyaku Shiki. On the original, everything you've seen up to now is what you get, and all this will be gold plated instead of yellow. But if you got the Ballute version, which came out shortly after the Gundam Mark II 2.0, he comes with the Ballute system. And I'll explain that while I'm attaching it to him. If you've seen Zeta Gundam, the anime, the Ballute system was used, not just Hyaku Shiki, but almost the entire AU fleet, to allow their mobile suits to enter the Earth's atmosphere. And the idea was to attach all these thrusters and parachute thingies to the mobile suit. And I'll show you in a minute once I get this attached. There's a parachute inside the backpack of the Ballute system that when they're re-entering the atmosphere, the parachute ejects, I guess, and then inflates and pretty much surrounds the entire mobile suit. And that protects it from the heat from the atmospheric re-entry. And then the Ballute system's got thrusters all over it to help with deceleration. Uh-oh, his arm came off. Alright, and that's the main part of it. And then he's got two more thrusters, one that goes on each leg. And there you go. It's really heavy. It kind of makes him... It's kind of a challenge to get him to stand up straight while wearing it, but... There it is, the Ballute system. It's kind of a weird bluish, purplish gray color, and it's got red thrusters. These little thrusters right here are on ball joints, so they move. The leg thrusters are just solid gray. They don't have any moving parts. This is kind of a light purple cable that leads from the front unit to the back unit. And then the back unit... See, what they do is when they're entering the atmosphere, they have their back facing the Earth, and then once they get to a certain altitude or a certain temperature level or something, all these little panels on the back break off and exposes this parachute in here, which explodes and inflates and surrounds the mobile suit. And here you've got even more thrusters to help slow it down. So I think that is just about it for Hyaku Shiki and his Ballute system. Oh, one more thing. I believe if you've got Master Grade Rick Diaz and Hyzak, you can attach this Ballute system onto them as well. So that's a neat little feature. Alright, I think this about does it, and I will see you guys next time.